True story, when my wife saw this hat initially, she said, "Why are you wearing a Make America Great Again hat for these videos?" Anyway, I wanted to get deep and philosophical. I wanted to talk about space and time. Because if there are two concepts that are so fundamental to Noble Ape, it is the notion of space and time. And it's the notion of external space and time that's literally simulatable space and time, where you have biology, or I'm sorry, this hat's a little itchy, but let me just say, where you have biology and physics and weather and all this kind of stuff externally, which exists in external space and time. And then you have internal space and time, which is the individual entities' understanding of space and time, which is distinct from what exists externally. It's like a perception of space and time versus an external representation of space and time. And this was one of the first things. There's a document called Noble Ape Philosophic, which is available through the Noble Ape website, and that outlines the philosophy from external space and time, internal space and time, and then the two competing concepts which were part of the original Noble Ape cognitive simulation. When you run Noble Ape, there's a kind of cloud thing that rotates above the Noble Apes, and that is the Noble Ape cognitive simulation. There have been additional simulations that have been added to represent intelligence through Noble Ape. The cognitive simulation was the first one. It had two competing ideas. One called identity, which was a representation of this is very good, actually, because I'm being tested now. Let me tell you about desire and then return to identity. Desire was a notion of things in the future, and identity was a reinforcing notion against that. Fear and desire. Fear and desire are the two. You see, this is the problem of having a Porsche hat on my head, is that I cannot do what I need to do for these videos. Let me exchange it for a hat that's more my style. Let's get it right way around. Right. Let's talk about fear, desire, and identity. This is going to be a flub Noble Ape video. Identity, desire, and fear. Look, you'd think I'd read notes or actually practice. You'd think I'd read Noble Ape Philosophic before I started these videos, but no. Let's start again.